Hi, Bet. So I'm trying this on my iPad, so I hope it's not too messy. So from what I'm reading here, they want you to conjugate verbs in el tiempo pretérito, which is the past tense. I don't know that much about your class though. So I don't know if they want you to use different types of the pretérito because there are different types of the past tense, or if they just want you to use the indefinido. Um, that would be a big question I would have for you here, so it makes it kind of hard for me to help you, um, because there are some that, like, I would assume you would be using different forms of the past tense, but not really knowing exactly what the expectation is, I'm not sure. I'm gonna show you what a lot of the indefinido, a preterite indefinite conjugations are because that for me, when I was learning as a foreign language, that's usually the conjugation I learned first. When I taught it, I taught a lot of them mixed up because I was teaching dual immersion. So I don't know which one's gonna help you. If you're able to give me more context, I don't know if you can reply, but that would be helpful. So she's writing a letter, right? And she says, en un café que estaba cerca, yo blank un café, pero estaba muy fuerte, right? So she went to a cafe and she asked for a coffee, but it was super strong. So you have to choose which one of these verbs would mean ask. And the verb here would be pedir. Now, a lot of these verbs in the pretérito indefinido are irregular. So that would be something that you would just have to memorize, unfortunately. And you can find a list of that online and just, read it and reread it and reread it. But this one, it would be so a lot of times what I learned would be to make this table. It's a very foreign language way to learn, but I found it helpful. And then, I'm sorry, this is so ugly. It would be yo, tú, él, and then it would be nosotros over here and ellos. I never really learned vosotros because it is, oh my goodness, I can't put ellos. Because it is just in Spain. So I never super learned it, I kind of understand it. So we're in the form of yo because she's writing the letter to her parents. So yo and then pedir is irregular, so it's pide. It is an irregular stem changing verb. So that'd have to be one that you memorize is a stem changing verb. Le dicen like un verbo de bota. Because in nosotros it does not change, it says pedimos. And I cannot get over there. Pedimos os. So the first one I believe would be pide, unless you're using different forms of the preterite, which I can't really tell. So that would be what I think would be the first one. It says no me lo. So like this one, you're thinking, okay, no me lo blank tomar negro. Okay, so she doesn't like to take her coffee black, right? So again, you're looking for one that makes sense. The first word is sleep. She doesn't like to sleep her coffee black. That doesn't make sense in either language, so you can't use that one. So I'm thinking it's this one, which is preferir. And so that one does follow most of the rules. So in verbs that end in ir, you end. Ooh, let me do my little table the best I can for you. There we go. That gives me more room. So this is yo. This is tú. This is él. This is nosotros. And this is ellos. So for verbs that end in ir, you go iste, yo. I believe the tilde is on the O. I always am confused on that one. I believe it's imos, preferimos. Sounds right to me. And it's been a long time since I've done this. And prefiero. Okay, so it would be preferi. So it would be preferi. And that tilde in la I, the tilde in the I, I'm sorry, the accent in the I is what shows you that it is in the preterito indefinido, the preterite indefinite. Again, not 100% sure if that's what your teacher is looking for or if you have studied other forms of the past tense. Okay, so then the next one says, ile. Again, you're coming on another irregular verb here. This one is incredibly irregular. So this one is poner, and the verb is actually puso. I don't know if it's still recording. The verb is puso. It's very irregular. You would need to look that up. Okay, so you need to memorize your irregular verbs. You need to figure out what preterite tense this is in. And then make sure you know what these verbs mean, and that should help you. I hope that you're able to see this whole video.